What's up, everyone? It's Ruby here, bringing us live from the RMTV. I'm your host, Rubidia Moon, and today's a very special day. Today is day 11 of the 12 days of Ruby, which also means that it's New Year's Eve. Finished Minecraft 2. So today, we're going to do very important stuff. There's been a tradition for a few years. And that is, it's time for me to review the predictions that I made last year for this year. And this time, I think it's going to be an interesting one to look at. But before we do that, we need to look at what happened this year. There's a lot that happened this year. Not just politically, but just in real life. We're not going to touch on the political stuff, but we will touch on the stuff that happened this year, because there's a lot that happened this year. I don't know if you guys realized, but there's a lot of changes this year. Not even just in real life, but also on the internet. There's a lot of things that went down. A lot of things that went down. In the beginning of the year, we had the Australian forest virus that launched the year into 2020. It was like early January, the Australian virus happened, which was unfortunate. And then around, depends on when we want to start this, but I would say March especially. That's when things really took a turn. And things changed a lot. Things changed a lot. Kind of had this virus thing that kind of put a pause on the entire world. We had Sonic the Hedgehog this year. I don't know if you guys remember that. Sonic the Hedgehog came out this year. I kind of forgot that movie came out this year. I thought it was last year. But no, it was this year. And it just feels like it's been a very, very long year. And there's a lot of stuff that happened that I didn't necessarily anticipate. And then there's a lot of things that happened that were really interesting. I think I learned a lot this year about some people. Because of the whole, I don't know what we should call it, Twitchgate. I guess. I mean, it wasn't just Twitch streamers that were outed. But there were a lot of Twitch streamers that were outed. Some of which I actually know. Some of which who have been in this channel before. I'm not going to determine whether they are true or not. But I just know that I saw a lot of familiar names being listed as people that were not as good as you would think. And that's unfortunate. I think it's definitely more challenging when it's people that you've interacted with, when it's people that you know, sort of. Know to a degree. I mean, you don't know anyone, really, but know enough to, be able to know, I literally talked with them. That's just weird. I'm gonna adjust this camera a little bit. It's definitely strange when it's, people that you actually know. Not just, influencers, but just people you've interacted with, people you've talked to, people that you've hung out with, sort of. As much as you can on the internet, anyways. It's definitely very interesting. Everything that happened. Then what else happened this year? We lost a lot of good people. Kobe Bryant, Alex Trebek, Chadwick. We lost a lot of people. People that you didn't necessarily think about, that you didn't necessarily anticipate losing. But unfortunately, we're lost. And that's definitely rough, especially when you lose a lot of good people. I'm gonna stay away from the political stuff. I don't want to get involved. I don't want that on my channel. Just a preference. But there was a lot that happened this year, to say the least. It's been a long year. I don't know about you guys, but this year felt longer than before. I would say it definitely felt a lot longer than 2019. 2019 for me at least went by real fast. 2020, I thought we were ending the year in like June, because it was just a whole lot of stuff happened. We don't have a rewind this year, so we can't exactly know what happened. But we do have other ways of figuring out all the stuff that happened. I believe you can look at Google and look at a recap. Because I think they, year in search or something. Let me see. I don't want to do that. Okay, yeah, never mind. I don't want to do that. Let's just say there's a lot that happened this year. Stream-wise, I moved locations. Not really. I mean, I moved from my basement to my room because of the whole stuff that happened. Which honestly, I prefer being in my room. Anyways. I started the year as a Twitch affiliate, ended the year as not, because I decided to step down from being a Twitch affiliate so I could get rid of the exclusivity clause, and not just stream on Twitch but also YouTube. And I started restreaming, doing all of that. Then there's all that DMCA stuff that happened. And there was the whole panic of whether or not copyrighted music would put you in prison or not. Turns out that was just... It's more so for more serious cases, like cases where people like put full-length movies up onto the internet for free. That stuff, like if you run your own site and you're like torrents, that it's more targeted towards that. I'm not saying it won't affect streams. Like I'm sure if you just wanted to stream full-length movies on your channel and that's it, I'm sure that might be considered as something. But as far as that law, it's more so targeted towards more serious stuff, not necessarily Twitch streams or YouTube videos, but more so those dedicated sites that give you illegal movies, basically. There was a lot that happened this year, to say the least. But I think it's time we look at what I predicted this year, because that'll give us some more guidance. Now, I made 2 videos. I made one for the decade, which we will not look at, not yet. We will have to wait until 2030 to watch the one for the decade. But we can watch the one that was for this year. So let me pull up the video and we'll watch. We'll see what I predicted and if any of it was right. So let's see. But first, just need to grab one quick thing. And then we can take a look. Oh. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Here we go. At this point, I think we're going to talk about the predictions. So, here we go. Okay, here we go. Predictions for 2020. This is just for this year, okay? So first of all, let's take a look at the movies that are coming out in 2020. Oh boy. Take a look at the movies that are supposed to be coming out in 2020. 56 most anticipated films of 2020. Okay, and let's make some predictions. So, The Grudge is coming out. A lot of people don't necessarily like horror movies. Did The Grudge actually come out this year? It's a popular film. So, I think that The Grudge will make $300 million. They made 50 million. They did actually come out. But it made 50 million. Well, 49.5, but you know, who's counting? It came out March 2020, which probably affected it. That was like the very beginning of the shutdowns. So yeah, it not exactly 300, but okay. Bad Boys for Life. Bad Boys. Did that actually come out? There's gonna be a lot of stuff that didn't actually come out for this year. Well, it has Will Smith, and Will Smith tends to bring in, I don't know, good money. So I think it will make $500 million. Not bad, not bad. It made $426.5 million. So you know what? I'll give myself that one. Doolittle is a thing with Robert Downey Jr. Yeah. I think it will make. It has a lot of big names in it. It has Antonio Banderas. It has Robert Downey Jr., Tom Holland, Selena Gomez, and a lot of John Cena, and a lot of people will probably be attracted to those names. So I think it'll make $500 million. It made $250.6 million. I don't know. It came out really early this year. So it came out January 17th, 2020. So it wasn't like COVID that really affected it. I think it was just people didn't care. And generally speaking, movies that come out in January don't necessarily do the best, I think. The Gentleman also has a lot of heavy hitters. Oh man, my throat, dude. it's kind of painful to watch. Like Matthew McConaughey and stuff like that. I think it'll make $300 million. Made $115.2 million. Although at the same time, it came out in August 2020, so COVID definitely affected it. Birds of Prey. And the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. I think, DCEU is starting to get better and better. So I think it's going to make $500 million. It made $201.8 million. And again, COVID didn't necessarily affect that. That was just, I expected it to be a little bit of a better movie than it was. It's okay. Downhill has Will Ferrell. Downhill. Box office. It has. Yikes. Will Ferrell. So I think it's probably probably not going to be as big though, because like I don't think anyone's really talking about it. It'll probably make around $300 million.
Yikes. I don't know like where this came out on or something, but it made it did not make a lot of money. It I don't know. It came out in February. It made 8.9 million. I mean, to be fair, that is a lot of money, but for this, like, usually movies tend to hit at least 100 million pretty easily nowadays. Although, to be fair, those are usually the heavy hitters. I guess I think the problem is it wasn't really talked about. Like nobody really talked about the movie. So from my impression, it did not get a whole lot of advertising. Like I don't remember seeing a single trailer for it, and it flopped really badly.
Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, initially, I said it would probably make like $50 million. However, now there's even more hype for it. So I think, because of this fix that they did with Sonic, I think the movie Sonic the Hedgehog will make $1 billion.
It didn't quite do that.
I do think.
It made 306.8 million. Still more than I thought initially. But yeah, not quite 1 billion.
But barely. It will barely make $1 billion. But I do think it will. Because I do think it can, especially since now more than ever people are motivated to see this film. Fantasy Island has like Lucy Hale. But it doesn't seem to be as talked about again. Like, I don't know anyone is really talking about it. So it'd probably make like $200 million.
And I'm trying to be really generous, but I mean, in the past I was being generous, but it made 48.5 million. I don't know when it came out. Came out February, so it's not. I don't know.
Onward
I don't know what happened to it.
Pixar movie that's going to be coming out. People are saying that it doesn't seem Pixar-y. I don't know what that means, but I think new IPs are challenging, but it is coming from Pixar. I think Pixar will help it get more views, and I think people will be interested in seeing Onward. They might not like it, but they'll at least be interested in seeing it. So I think that Onward will make $800 million.
It made 141.4 million. And it came out in March. See, I think that was one where COVID sort of affected it. But it was also, I think, just people tired of Disney at the same time.
Bloodshot has Vin Diesel in it. So, I think it'll make $400 million.
It made $37.3 million. This was also at the very beginning of, like, March, which is approximately when the time people started freaking out about COVID.
Quiet Place Part 2. I don't remember what Quiet Place made. Let's see. The last one made $340 million. I think that A Quiet Place 2, since it was really well received, I think it'll make around $400 million.
I think it says that it made $341 million. But it's a weird format. I I don't know where the Box Office Mojo. Did it not get released? Maybe it didn't get released. Because I don't see an actual number for it. What happened? Was it pushed back? I'm confused what happened. I think it might have been delayed. Release date says March 8th, 2020. And April 23rd, 2021. Oh, this must have been affected by COVID, I think. Because it only released in New York City in March 8th, 2020. But then in April 23rd, for the rest of the United States, it's going to come out April 23rd, 2021. Which is really strange. So I think what happened... this is the very beginning of, the COVID stuff. So I don't think there was an actual, release, at least a global release. So it came out in New York City only, and it made $60 million. But because of that, yeah, it just entered the theaters, and I think what happened is that it was pulled out. I think. Because the original in 2018 made $341 million. That's what I'm seeing. And then when it released, with the projected, when it was first released, it was at $60 million. But then I think it got pulled out of theaters. I can't really tell based on quick articles, but there's no solid box office number, so I don't know what happened with that. I don't know if it was always planned like that, or maybe they Oh yeah, I'm talking about box office because I'm looking at my predictions that I made last year. I was predicting box office numbers, but I'm trying to figure out the correct A Quiet Place 2 box office number, but I don't think it exists. I think it was debuted in New York City, but then it didn't get released to everybody else. Yeah. Because in New York City, it was actually released, but then I think it got pulled out because of COVID. Yeah.
Mulan looks fantastic.
Oh, I should not have said that one. But, I don't know if I can track Mulan's box office, really. I mean, it says 70 million.
It will also be joining the billion.
Yeah, but it sucks. No. But to be fair, it was affected by COVID a lot. But that's just wrong. I didn't realize that it was going to be that bad of a film. And also that badly handled, released. Yikes.
It will make $1 billion.
Maybe if it wasn't in COVID, maybe if it was a better film in general.
So that was supposed to be a thing? I did not know that.
Well, it's not a thing. It's okay.
I think actually that Cyborg.
I don't think Cyborg's a thing. Oh yeah. I think it was. Well, I don't know. I don't even know if it was a thing. I don't know what Cyborg was.
I don't think it's going to be happening this year. If it does,
was it supposed to?
If it does.
I don't think it did not happen.
800 million.
It's okay. We can just skip through that.
$200 million.
Wait, what?
I'll say. The Lovebirds is a thing. Yeah.
I don't know much about it.
The Lovebirds. What the hell is the Lovebirds? Did I hear about that one? I don't know. I don't know if that one. There's a lot of stuff that did not get released, to be fair, which I did not predict would happen. I mean, who? Why would I predict that? I don't think the Lovebirds came out.
I'll say
I don't see it.
$200 million.
I think it got pushed back. Oh yeah, it was supposed to come out April 3rd, but it got canceled by Paramount.
New Mutants is supposed to be a thing. Finally, it's supposed to be a thing.
I don't think it came out.
They'll make
I don't think it came out.
5
Wait, did it come out? Oh, maybe it did come out. Oh, it did. It just came out. It just came out. Sort of.
$million.
It made 46.4 million, but it literally just came out because I think originally it was supposed to be like earlier in the year, like not January, but like June, and then it like literally just came out. So I don't know. I mean, it's probably not gonna make whatever I said it was, but yeah.
Peter Rabbit 2 is gonna be.
I don't think that happened.
I like Peter
Yeah,
Rabbit.
that didn't happen.
I think it'll come out. I think it'll come to be.
I'm just gonna skip that one.
So I think the second one will make around.
Dude, my voice is. I don't know what. I don't remember if I was sick or if it just from being live so long. But my voice is dead. It's just gone.
The day after tomorrow, the 13th day. Nothing. Wait, what?
I'm just reading chat.
So it's
Chat's
12
being weird.
days, 12 streams. The days kind
Okay.
of be looking at
I'm just gonna-
on the 13th day. I'm so stream. But
Wait, was that you who said that? I feel like it was.
but yeah, I think
This is before I
Peter
had
Rabbit
chat
2
on screen.
Probably
To be
won't
fair,
make-
whenever I have webcam, I don't
probably-
use chat.
will probably make as much, maybe a little bit more than the original. No Time to Die.
Oh, that one did not come out, right? Yeah, that got delayed.
I think it really depends on what they're actually doing.
Maybe you have to like, because this is tricky. Because like some of these are said to be 2021, but we don't know how 2021 is gonna be. I think I'm just make new predictions of how things are gonna go once this is over. I'm not gonna go based on what I've said like 2 years ago.
On the trailers, however, I think
Because obviously things have
They'll
changed a
make-
lot.
they're gonna make $400 million.
Well, I don't know.
Trolls Worldwide. World.
Oh, this one I can actually look at. I remember this one came out, but I don't know if it has like box office numbers. But
Trolls made.
I remember it did like a world record or something like
I
that.
think the sequel probably be like $400 million.
What did it make? I don't know if they tracked it, like, because it didn't come out in theaters, but it did come out. I mean, it made a. I don't remember. I think it was. I think it was just impressive for a digital release. I think that's what it was. Because it made apparently 50 million in the box office. But then it says it only in Russia. So I don't think they were able to track. I mean, because obviously if you're watching it online, it's not through the box office, it's through something else entirely. So I don't know how to know how much Trolls made. I just know that it made a lot of money, or at least more than they thought. Because it was a very successful release. I just don't know how much it made. Because I don't think they really tracked that. Breaks digital records. I remember seeing that. It had 100 million in rentals, apparently. Wait. So yeah, because it released on Apple TV for $20, and then 3 weeks later, it had $100 million in rentals. Which I don't really know what that. I mean, I guess if we combine that with the stuff that it made in the box office, it'd be like $150 million in total, or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Black Widow.
That was weird timing.
I think Black Widow will make $1 billion. Personal history of David Copperfield.
I don't think any of this stuff came out. I would drink a root beer. I don't think any of this stuff came out. I think we're at the point where nothing came out. I don't think it matters. I don't think it came out. Doesn't matter.
I think it'll make, like, it has Margot Robbie in it though. So I'll go with.
Wait, what are we talking about?
What this movie is? It has Margot Robbie in it.
What movie am I talking about?
Barbie is a thing.
Oh, there's a Barbie movie? Wait, what? No, what? I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. Oh, like, oh, okay, never mind. I thought, like, this was talking about how much it was released in 1 year.
So, I'll go with...
I don't know what movie I'm talking about, to be honest. Oh, there was supposed to be a Barbie live-action movie. That's what it was. But it got canceled.
Fast and Furious 9 is a thing. What did the last one make? It made $1 billion. I don't think Fast and Furious 9 is $1 billion.
Yeah, the lighting does help. I mean, I was in the basement, and now it also, like, it doesn't help, like, for lighting, like, my back is too, like, dark background and dark background, whereas now I literally have a mirror, which obviously reflects light a lot better.
Artemis Fowl is supposed to be a thing.
Oh, Artemis Fowl was a thing, and people did not like it at all. People were mad at it. I don't know. I've never read their Artemis Fowl books, and I didn't see the movie, but I heard that it was not a good adaptation, apparently. What a surprise. But I don't know if I can track this because it came out on Disney Plus only, I think.
That, I think, will make $300 million.
I don't know how much it made. I don't know. It doesn't apply. I mean, it came out, but the box office doesn't apply because there's no tickets being sold.
1984, I think,
I don't think I discussed The Mandalorian because I was really just talking about, like, box office numbers, but obviously a lot of this box office stuff does not apply.
Candyman. I don't know what that is.
I think I'll just skip through this movie part. Because honestly, I think most of them didn't come out. I don't know what it... Wait, actually...
I think it'll make $800 million.
What did I say for Wonder Woman?
Top Gun Maverick.
I don't know what I think I said... If I remember correctly, I think I said $1 billion for Wonder Woman, but obviously that's not going to happen this year. I mean, it literally just came out, so it's hard to tell. I don't know how much it... I don't know what it made... on opening day. Made $100 million. That's actually not bad for COVID standards. But also not. That doesn't count the people watching it through, like, HBO Max and stuff.
then Minions 2 will make $1 billion.
Minions
It's just
2.
one of those movies.
I didn't realize that Minions 2 was a thing. I think it got delayed though.
I think we'll make. I think it'll make.
Jeez, my boys. Yeah, we're just gonna skip through this.
Green Lantern actually was to be.
I'm still talking about the
I think
movies.
we'll make like
None of this applies because nothing came out.
Newark. I'll say Soho. I'll say $1 million.
Skip to the drinking.
Death of the Nile.
Oh my god, there's so many movies.
$200 million.
So many movies, and none of them came out.
$700 million. Johnson.
Now, see, I was just looking at all the movies that were coming, so I could have a slightly better chance of getting things right. So I just did every single movie that was scheduled to go to release in 2020. I just went down the list, but obviously I didn't factor in the chance that none of them would come out. So I guess I failed.
I'll say $800 million. Godzilla versus King of the versus Kong.
That was delayed.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But I feel like
A lot of these got delayed.
I'm gonna skip some of these.
So many of these got
Uncharted
delayed.
Gets,
So many of these got delayed. What am I doing now?
and so those are the movie predictions.
Okay.
Done. Now let's
None
talk
of-
about the
Okay, I did get 2 right, sort of. I got 2 like in the ballpark, and then everything just went downhill because there's a lot that didn't even release, and there was also a lot that was just affected by the pandemic if it did release.
gaming predictions.
Like all the stuff that came out like early March just got completely screwed over. I've thought about doing that, but I feel like that's just so weird to do. I did make a predictions video for the decade, but I can't watch that one until 2030.
Let's talk about the games. Well, okay, so now we're gonna go into basically like my 10 predictions for 2020.
I remember when you saw like the reflection of my monitor, you could see what I'm doing. But the mirror doesn't work that good because it's angled away from my monitor, so you can't do that anymore. And that's a good thing, honestly. I don't want you guys spying on me through my mirror, lol. It's so weird.
Okay. So, my predictions for 2020.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Number 1. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do more than 10. Since it's 2020, I'm going to do 20 predictions.
I forgot I did
Some of
that.
them has to be right?
Oh god.
Okay. So here
Okay.
are 20 predictions for 2020. Number 1.
Okay.
Cyberpunk 2077 will be nominated for Game of the Year.
Well, okay, I didn't anticipate them delaying it further than they already did, to be fair. I thought they were going to release it a lot sooner. And also be
New
complete.
gen consoles will be released, both PlayStation 5
I was right.
and Xbox Series
I was right about that.
The Xbox will be about $100 more.
Oh, I predicted the pricing. Oh my god, wait, I actually need to see this. I think it was actually less. If we're talking about just the regular console pricing. What was it? I think well, I need to go for official pricing. What was the official pricing? Because I don't want to look at the scalpers.
I said is $100 more. What was the actual price? 500. I think the Xbox Series X was 500, and then what was the? So PlayStation 5 was at $400. The thing is, there's like two different versions of each console. There's the one with the disc drive, and then there's the one without it. So which, if we're going by the one without it, I believe Xbox Series S was actually less because it was so cheap. It was like, I don't remember what it was. I remember it being like really low though. Or low for a console, I should say. That diploma? What diploma? Oh, this one? Oh, that's just a scholarship that I yeah, that's for high school students, scholars. I don't know how to judge this.
Than the PlayStation 5. However, the Xbox Series X will
Yeah, I'm just gonna. It doesn't matter. That's just.
Will get a trailer for Star.
I'm an Xbox fan, so of course I'm gonna bias towards Xbox.
Starfield at E3.
Okay, to be fair, I didn't know there wasn't going to be an E3.
It will be released in 2020.
To be fair, I didn't think that there wasn't going to be an E3. I'm sure if there was an E3, there would have maybe been something Starfield related, because they would actually have attended, because Bethesda really likes their big events. And I think the problem is that there was no E3, first of all. And second of all, yes, there was the Game Awards, but the thing is, Bethesda likes to do things like the year it's released. So, I mean, I was thinking that they were going to release Starfield with the new console. Yeah, maybe, if there is E3. I don't know. I'll
Number 4.
Okay, let me see what number 4 is.
Fallout 76 will get an update. But it won't be enough to redeem it.
Depends on how you define redeem. It is better, but then again, it's like saying it's like comparing like recycling to garbage. It's like, I mean, they're in the same sort of category, except recycling is obviously better than trash. It's like, is that correct prediction? I mean, there's a lot of people that still refuse to play Fallout 76. But there's also the audience that was actually gained from Wastelanders being a thing. But honestly, I would say that I was correct because, I mean, if we look at recoveries, like Elder Scrolls Online is a good example of a game that was received poorly at first, but then was adapted to a point where it's now like the number one thing for Elder Scrolls right now. To be fair, there's nothing else out for Elder Scrolls, but you know, it's a big thing. Like, people are constantly playing it, and constantly there's getting new stuff. Whereas we have Fallout 76, which was a failure at the beginning, and I mean, in comparison, it's better, but it's still kind of a failure. So it didn't necessarily redeem everything, especially since the DLC that you need to pay for
is like at least $30 more than just Fallout 76 is in like normal price, just to be able to play it on a reasonable scale. Because Wasteland is like what, $30, something like that. And then on top of that, you have Fallout 76. And then the thing is, like, they actually did release the, what was it called? First year? Fallout First? Something like that? The Battle Royale stuff that was received terribly. So, I was right. I think. I think I was right.
Halo Infinite will be nominated for Best Multiplayer.
Okay, it never released, so that's not fair.
And it will win.
Okay, it would not win. I should have predicted that The Last of Us 2 would win, then I would... damn.
Number 6. Okay, number 6. YouTube Rewind 2020 will be another top 10 video.
It didn't... They didn't do one this year. They were just like, nope, we're not doing it this year. So, I guess that one's wrong. They were like, nope, we're not doing it this year because of COVID. What I think they really meant to say is that we know you hate it, so we're not going to do it. But it was just kind of sad because, I mean, the YouTube Rewind 2020, like the YouTube Rewind in general is just something that I think everyone just loves to hate. And it's like something to like look forward to just to like get content out of, you know? And it's like no one really enjoys it necessarily, especially not now. But at the same time, it's like, it's curious how they'll wrap up the year. But, I mean, I understand why they didn't do it, especially since last year, the YouTube Rewind of 2019 is still the number one most disliked video on the platform. Their own video is the most disliked video on the entire platform. Which, that's impressive. But I don't think they want to do it again. No, not last year, but 2018. 2018 was. 2019, they did the stupid, top 10 thing. But the 2018 was the number one disliked video on the platform, and still is.
Whatever they did this year, it's going to be the same thing. Number 7.
Okay.
Number 7.
Yeah.
Number 7. Mr. Beast will reach. Wait, what's the at now? Okay, Mr. Beast, number 7. Mr. Beast will reach 50 million subscribers.
It's so close. He's at 49.5 million. But not quite 50. But you know what? No, I can't take that. He's so close. Maybe tomorrow he'll reach 50 million and then I'll technically be wrong still. Damn.
Number 8. Number 8. Number 8. Hideo Kojima will announce a new game and it will be even weirder than Death Stranding.
Well, he did it. I don't think he did, anyways. I don't think he announced anything. To be fair, we also didn't have, I don't know. I still don't know what Death Stranding is all about. It's released, and people have played it, and I still don't get it. I've heard it's a walking simulator, but it's a good walking simulator. Like, if you play it, like, you'll enjoy it. It's kind of one of those things that you'll have a better experience playing than watching it. But I still don't understand what Death Stranding is all about.
Number 9. A new Assassin's Creed game will be announced, and it will take place in Japan.
Well, I was right on the first half. The second half, well, not Japan, but close enough. No. But I was right on the first half. You know, I'll give me half a point.
Number 10.
I get half a point for that.
Number 10.
Oh wait, I know one of the predictions that I made. It's not going to be right, and it's your fault, Icebound.
Number 10.
I think I made it in this one. It might have been the decade one. I forget if it was the decade one or if it was this one.
Overwatch 2 will be announced.
I don't think Overwatch 2 is a thing. Is it? Oh my god, it is a thing. But was it announced? It was announced. I was correct. It was announced 2 days ago. Wow, I was right. It was announced. Oh my god, I got one right. With no strings attached to it.
Number 11.
I don't remember if it was
Skate 4 will be announced.
It was announced, right? Yeah, it was announced at the end of the E3 thing. Not E3. But it was announced! It was announced! I remember it was announced. Oh yeah, the EA Play thing. It was announced in the EA Play thing. It was I gotta say, it was something that had so much anticipation. That was the worst reveal that I have ever seen. They literally just said it. They just said, oh, Skate 4 is happening. That was it. There was no fancy, thing. There was no trailer. They just said, we're making Skate 4. But it was still announced. Yeah, Tony Hawk was really popular. And honestly, I would play Skate 4.
Skate 4 will be announced. That's my 11th prediction. Number 12.
I mean the Tony Hawk Skate Pro. That one. The new one that was released or something. Yeah, that was very popular. Still is, I think.
Hundreds of YouTubers will leave the platform. And some of which will be big streamers.
Okay, hundreds was a little bit of a hyperbole, but there were a lot of people that actually left. We had there's like Jenna Marbles that left, but then there's a lot of others that may have deserved it. But they were big people, so I wasn't necessarily wrong. I just didn't think they would leave for the reason that they did leave. Not exactly. But it doesn't matter because I didn't say why they would leave. Well, there's a lot of people that left because of racist things that were exposed. And also, there were a lot of people that were called out for not necessarily the 4-letter R word, but similar stuff.
Or big users. Big people in general. Like significant names. Okay. I'll say at least 20 YouTubers with significant names will leave the platform. So I'll say 20 YouTubers with over.
Okay, I don't think I'm gonna be. It rhymes with grape, Iceman. Rhymes with grape.
1 million subscribers will leave the platform.
Yes.
That's my 12th prediction.
Oh, I don't know about 20. There's a lot of people that left for various reasons, though. I don't know about 20, but there were a lot. See, it's when I specify things that I get things wrong.
Number 13.
I need to stop specifying.
Guys, start naming nominations, wins.
Oh, I changed my mic this year. I changed my mic because my other one was falling apart. It's right here, but this was just falling apart on me.
In the Will of the Wisps will be nominated for Best Indie Game, and it will win.
Oh, it did not win. I don't think it won, but it got nominated. I think it got nominated, right? It should have won, to be honest. That's the one where it should have won, but they went with a meta one. It's okay.
So that's what, number 13? Number 14.
I should have predicted that a game 2 years ago.
And in the Blind Forest, or the Will of the Wisps, Ori and the Will of the Wisps will be nominated.
Huh? Ah, shoot. Stop it.
For Game of the Year, but it will not win.
I don't think it was nominated for Game of the Year. Too bad, though.
What was it, 14? I don't remember.
I lost count. It's counting too high.
15. Number 15. I can't count, guys. I'm sorry. Trials of Mana will be nominated for Game of the Year.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. It's not right.
I believe that Cyberpunk 2077, for my 15th prediction, will not only be nominated for Game of the Year, but it will also win it.
Yikes. Did I say that twice? I think I said...
Prediction is that
Didn't I already...
Trials
You know
of
what?
Mana
Nah.
will be
Yeah.
nominated for Game of the
I
Year.
don't think next year. I mean, I think
But
it's
well-
too late. And also, I don't think console vote...
Number
I don't think
17.
console players will vote for it.
My 17th prediction.
Maybe it'll win on something that's not necessarily like Jeff Knightley's, but maybe it'll win something else, like a different one. There's other ones other than Jeff's, so maybe I can look later. Probably not because of the reception.
Is that
Maybe
um,
this is my final prediction. No, I'm not paying attention to myself.
Minecraft will get a new update
It did.
that will be game changing, and it will be back on top as the number one streamed game, the number one game on YouTube.
I don't know what the ranking was, but it did get a surge of players. I think it might have been beaten out by Among Us, though. Yikes. I did not think about that one. It did do well, though. But I think... Because Among Us and Fall Guys... I don't know. I think Among Us is definitely number one on YouTube, maybe. But then again, maybe Dream pushed Minecraft up. I don't know how I can determine this. I don't know how I can verify it. I mean, I think I didn't say it had to be the whole year. I just said it component to number one. I think it did get to number one. I think it did get pushed to number one because of Dream, because he did his whole like speedrun thing. So I think that pushed it over the edge. So I think I'm right. At least for a brief period, anyways. I never said it had to be the whole entire year. It had 201 billion views this year, apparently. And a lot of it was because of Dream. You know what? I'm going to say this is right. Because I think it is. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Minecraft was the most viewed game of 2020. Roblox was in second place. Garena Free Fire was in third. Then Grand Theft Auto and then Fortnite. Yeah, Minecraft was in first place by a long shot. You want me to turn my lava lamp on? Okay. It's gonna take a while to activate though.
Number 18.
Oh, I'm 18.
Cyberpunk.
Oh god.
2077
Stop it.
been nominated for best score, and
It did not
it will
meet the threshold.
number 19. See? Oh god, I'm gonna rewatch this video. Yo, you
Baldur's Gate 1, I think he's talking about, because that's the one that I started. I haven't even finished Dragon Age yet.
Watch Dogs Legion will be nominated for best action game.
Well, here's what I didn't predict. I didn't predict that Last of Us 2 would hijack every single category it possibly could. That's what I didn't predict. Because I did not anticipate The Last of Us 2 being such a big game and hijacking every single category it could even remotely qualify for. If it could qualify for a tiny bit, it was nominated. Even if it wasn't really like there, it didn't matter. It was nominated. Because, like, it won action adventure. I don't even think there was an action. Was there an action category? I guess it was. I guess Doom won that one. I don't know.
And it will win.
Well, it didn't.
Number 20.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Number 20.
Oh, I think there's a bonus one at the end.
Will release a popular game and will manage to fuck it up.
I don't know if it did this year. Oh, there was the Sims 4 stuff that I think it messed. Oh, that's right. It was the Star Wars expansion pack for Sims 4 that was screwed up terribly. It was a terrible pack. It was so bad because it was literally just promotional. It was like they released an entire expansion pack to promote Star Wars, and it was not received well at all. And then I'm sure there were others too.
Like they always do. Man. So those are my predictions for 2020.
Oh, I guess there was no bonus. I guess the bonus must have been in the decade one. Yeah, that's probably that one. But I won't know because I won't know until 2030. So if you guys want to see my predictions for for the decade, that's gonna be I can't open that one until 2030. But it is time. It is time to do our favorite thing. To make the actual predictions for 2021. And you know what? I'm gonna keep up a tradition. I'm not gonna make just 20 predictions or 10. I'm gonna predict 21 predictions for 2021. Cause why not, right? Why not keep it up? Always predict one more than the other. Now, normally what I do is I look at the movies that are supposed to come out in 2021 and figure out what the box office numbers will be. However, there's a lot of movies that were delayed and pushed back. Now I can still do that. I just have to anticipate that it might not be as big as I think it's going to be. So let's look at the movies that are coming out in 2021. Supposedly. Let's see. There's so I have to anticipate that these are probably going to be released at the same time it comes out digitally, sort of thing. So like it'll probably be released on like Apple TV or something, and then it'll also come out in theaters, which will affect the box office numbers because not everyone is going to be seeing the movie in theaters, and not all of it will be traceable. So I'm going to look at the 74 most anticipated movies of 2021 according to Rotten Tomatoes. So these are the 21 movies that are anticipated. So we have The Last Duel by Ridley Scott. It has Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Adam Driver, and Jodie Comer. It's supposed to come out this year on the 8th, 2021. I assume that means it's probably going to come out into theaters. But people are probably going to be reluctant to come out, although I think Tenet made like 100 million, something like that. I think that The Last Duel will make around 50 million. I think it's going to be 50 million. Because I have to anticipate that a lot of people are not going to want to go into theaters, even if it does release into theaters. So I would say probably 50 million. I mean, honestly, I think 100 million is going to be a hard one to reach for a lot of these movies. Peter Rabbit 2. I don't know if, it's supposed to come out January 15th, 2021. And I think it will. And because it's a family movie, I think it'll make... I think it'll make 100 million. And then we have 355, which I don't know what this movie is, but it has Jessica Chastain, Penelope Cruz. It has a few big names, but I don't think it's going to be big. I think it's going to make 10 million. Then we have Rugrats 2021. I didn't even know that was a thing. It doesn't even have a casting chart. So I don't know what's happening with that. I think Rugrats will get delayed. It doesn't even have casting. So I think it's going to get delayed. But if it does come out this year, I would say it'll probably make... It's probably not going to be... it depends, though. It's going to be a live-action remake. I think it's going to make $8 million. Cinderella. There's another Cinderella movie coming out? What the hell? Another one? Apparently there's a Cinderella movie coming out again. It stars Camila Cabello, Billy Porter, and Idina Menzel. Huh? Okay, I don't know what. Jeez. Another Cinderella movie? How many does there need to be? Camila Cabello, though, that'll bring in numbers. But, again, like, I don't know how many people are gonna want to see another Cinderella movie, especially when it's COVID and it's early in the year. It's February 5th, 2021. I think maybe $100 million. I would say no more than $100 million, though. Nomadland, I've heard about this. It's gonna be a 1 week virtual release on December 4th. And then it's gonna so I'm assuming it came out. And then it's going to continue its release on February 19th, 2021. So I'm thinking... how much has it made now? It was released virtually, so it hasn't made anything in terms of box office numbers. So I think it'll make... There's probably a lot of people that have seen it already because of the virtual release. So I think it'll make maybe $20 million. Hey Nick, how are you doing? Happy New Year indeed. I'm making predictions, but most of them are probably going to be wrong. That's my prediction. Oh, I should predict the amount of things that I get right. But then again, this is really hard to predict. I don't know. Ghostbusters Afterlife. I remember that was supposed to come out a while ago. Well, not a while ago, but it was supposed to come out last year and didn't. And I think if it gets a physical release into theaters, I think it'll make $50 million. Raya and the Last Dragon, I remember seeing a lot of people excited for this one. It's the new Walt Disney movie. Now, I think it is most likely going to be released onto Disney Plus. But if it hits theaters, I think it'll make $130 million. Then we have the Tom and Jerry movie that's supposed to come out. I think that'll probably get pushed to... Oh yeah, it's HBO Max release in a simultaneous Tom and Jerry. Wonder Woman just made $100 million in the box office. Tom and Jerry, I think it depends on the families, because like, would a family be more likely to take their kid to a theater? I think it'll make $100 million, but no more than $100 million. Jackass 4, I didn't even know was a thing. I don't know. I think, considering it has no director and no stars, I think Jackass 4 will get pushed back and delayed further. The Kingsman. Ralph Fiennes. It's the only name that I recognize of this. Matthew Vaughn. I think The Kingsman will get $20 million. The last stuff that I don't care about. Morbius. I think we'll get March 19th, 2021. It depends on like how people are feeling, to be honest. But I think it'll get $40 million. Tomb Raider 2 is supposed to happen. I think that'll get like $10 million. Boss Baby 2 is supposed to happen. I think that maybe will get... I think it'll get... $20 million. F9. Oh, Fast 9. Has John Cena in it. I think it'll get... This is April 2nd, 2021. I think the new Fast movie will get $120 million. No Time to Die, I think will get $150 million. Quiet Place 2, I think will get $50 million. Black Widow. Black Widow, I think, will make $50 million. Because it's probably going to be Disney Plus, and it's also probably going to be maybe in theaters simultaneously. So, I think that's what it'll get, $50 million. Godzilla vs. King Kong, I think it's later. It's going to be a simultaneous release. But it is a pretty big movie, and people might actually go out into theaters and see it. I think it'll make $200 million. Spiral, I think will make $150 million. Cruella, I think will make like $60 million. Sesame Street, I think will make $20 million. The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, I think will make $40 million. Minions 2 or Minions The Rise of Gru,
I think will make $100 million. Top Gun Maverick, I think will make $120 million. No, actually, I'm going to revise that. I think Top Gun Maverick will make $180 million. Space Jam 2, I think will make maybe $100 million. Jungle Cruise, I think will make $200 million. The Suicide Squad 2021, I think will make $250 million. Candyman, I think will make $130 million. The Beatles Get Back, I think will make $120 million. Dune, I think will make $200 million. Uncharted, I think will make $250 million. Snake Eyes, I think will make $140 million. Fantastic Beasts 3, I think will make $220 million. Mission Impossible 7, I think will make $300 million. West Side Story, I think will make $320 million. Matrix 4, I think will make $400 million. Hotel Transylvania 4, I didn't know it was a thing, but I think if it does come out, $100 million. Sing 2, I think will also make $100 million if it comes out. Sherlock Holmes 3, I think $50 million. Babylon, $60 million. Mortal Kombat 2021, if it comes out, I think will make $250 million. SpongeBob on the Run, I think will make $180 million. Stillwater, I think will make, if it comes out, it'll make $140 million. Wicked, if it comes out, I think will make $100 million. Black Adam, if it comes out, I think will make $400 million. And then lastly, Pinocchio, if it comes out, I think will make $60 million. And that's the movie predictions. I'm not going to linger on too long because honestly, I don't know how many movies are actually going to make it. I have no idea. But let's move on. Let's move on to 21 predictions. I have 21 predictions to make.
And then at the end, I think I'll predict how many of the 21 I get right. I think I'll get right. And we'll see. Maybe that prediction will actually be correct. I don't know. We'll see. So, I just need to use this to tally because sometimes I lose track of how much I'm on. Prediction number 1. Okay. So the first prediction that I'm going to make is at least 10 movies will get delayed to either the end of 2021 or the beginning of 2022. The second prediction E3 will be virtual and Bethesda will attend and announce something. I'm not going to specify what. I've learned that mistake. Number 3. I think. Number 3. Cyberpunk 2077 will make a comeback and will have I don't know. I think. No, I'm revoking my number 3 prediction. I'm changing my number 3 prediction. I don't have confidence in 2077. Prediction number 3. We will get a trailer for Mass Effect remasters. And it will come out next year, 2021. Number 4. I'm trying to think. My 4th prediction is that an indie game will be nominated for Game of the Year. But it won't win. Number 5. Halo Infinite will be nominated for Best Action Game, but it won't win. Number 6.
Number 6. Okay, number 6. Among Us will drop down in popularity, but will be in the top 20 on Twitch by the time I watch this video. Number 7. There will be there will be an unexpected ban on Twitch from a popular streamer, and we won't know why they were banned. Should have been that last year. I take it back. Number 7. Seriously. Number 7. We will learn the reason why Dr. Disrespect was banned on Twitch. But it won't be what people are thinking. No, I'll revise that one. Number 7, we will learn the reason why Dr. Disrespect was banned. Period. Number 8. League of Legends will win Best Esports Game. Again. Number 9. I will finish Dragon Age Origins. Number 10. A Cyberpunk 2077. Wait. Do I really want to do that? No. Wait, am I on number 9 or on number 10? Shoot. Oh, God. Well, I'll say I'm on number 9, anyways. It's okay if we have an extra prediction. Trying to really think. I'm really trying to think. Number 9. There will be 3. Wait, hang on. There will be 4 expansion packs released for The Sims 4. 2 of which will be well received, and 2 of which will disappoint everybody. Well, will not be well received. Number 10. Bethesda Game Studios. Will release a new game. Number 11. Jeez. I can't think of anything. A new platform, similar to Twitch and YouTube, will be announced and released and it will Yeah, I'm just gonna say that. A new platform similar to Twitch and YouTube will be released. I'm gonna just leave it at that. I feel like if I specify, I'm just gonna be wrong. Number 8, an old franchise that people forgot about is going to be remastered and released. Wait, are we on 19 or... Wait. Oh, we're on 14. I feel like this numbering system is not working. I'm not remembering what I just said. 14. Number 14? Number 13. Yikes. Number 15? Maybe I skipped one. I don't know. Oh, God. Number 15. Number 15. The Olympics will happen, but there will be no live audience. It will only be the athletes and the referees that are allowed to be there. Number 16. Number 16. A popular YouTuber will be cancelled and will lose at least 1 million subscribers, but will recover and still be around. I don't even know what that means. Number 18. The next fighter that will be announced for Super Smash Ultimate will be a character from Kingdom Hearts. Number 19. Number 19. An indie game will be nominated and will win outside of the best indie and indie debut game category. Number 20. A space-related game will be nominated for Best Action Game and will win. Number 21. Number 21. A Skyrim live action Netflix series will be announced. There you go. And a bonus prediction. Why not? A bonus prediction. Bonus prediction. A movie star other than Vin Diesel will voice and be a character in a video game in that video game will be nominated for Game of the Year, but it won't win. I don't even know what that even means, to be honest. Yikes. Anyways,
those are my predictions for 2021. And the last prediction that I need to make, how many will I get right? I think I will get right 4 predictions, not including this one. 4 out of 21. That's my prediction. That's the number that I think I'm going to get right. So that is it for the predictions. That is it. Those are all the predictions that I get. And so we're done. Well, with the predictions part anyways. So now, we have 36 minutes. 36 minutes to do whatever I want. And today, I just want to chill. I don't want to do anything big. I just want to chill. And we'll just talk. And maybe look, I'm really hoping that I get a Mass Effect remake this year or next year, because I really want something to really look forward to that is new and something that I know that I will enjoy. And I promise you guys, that if there is a remake of Mass Effect that is released next year, or at any time, I will stream it. I will stream Mass Effect all over again. I will buy it, I will stream it, and I will play it. In fact, if it happens, Mass Effect will get priority until I'm done with it. And I will play all 3 games, and then maybe I'll play them again. But I can promise you guys that if Mass Effect gets a remaster and is released next year, I will play it. I will play the hell out of it. I will stream it. I will play it right here on twitch.tv/RubidiumMoon or youtube.com/c/RubidiumMoon. It will be a thing, and I will love it. Can never go wrong with Mass Effect. The question is whether or not it'll actually be released this year. I think it's supposed to be, but we will see. Do I think I made good predictions? No. I don't think I made good predictions at all. I think most of them are going to be wrong. But I think in the long run, it's not about how much I get right. It's about all the ones that I get wrong that are more fun. Because let's be honest, there's no way that I'm going to get them all right. And some of them are going to be really ridiculous. Like, some of the ones that I think are going to be easy ones are actually going to turn out completely wrong. That's what usually happens. So I wouldn't be surprised if it happens again. I would not. I would not be surprised at all. No. I think that I'm going to talk to Monica real quick. Well, I have you guys in the background. But I'm gonna mute the desktop so you guys don't hear anything. But I just wanna... No, actually I won't do that. Here's the deal. Technically, I could technically talk about, what my plans are for next year. But, technically that's supposed to be for the next stream. But you know what? I'm probably gonna play a game tomorrow. So what I'll do instead is I'll talk about what I was going to talk about today. Since we have... What happened to the countdown? Wait, what happened? Wait, where'd the countdown go? Wait, it's not. Oh, did I close it by accident? Oh, I forgot. I closed it. Oops. My bad. I accidentally closed it. That's where the countdown went. Hang on. I forgot. I need this. There we go. Okay, it's fixed. Alright, so next year, what am I planning on doing? Well, okay, after these 12 days are over, I am planning to still stream. But it might not be every single day. I don't know what exactly the schedule will be because technically I now have a job. But, I also have other things to do. I will try, until I go back to college, I was trying to stream regularly. But once I go back to college, I think I will try to keep up the one stream a week. I will try. But here's the thing. I'm not going to be able to stream games like Cyberpunk or anything like that. I don't know when I'll stream on my laptop, to be honest. If I'll stream at all on my laptop. I'm going to anticipate that I am going back to campus this semester. So I won't have my main computer. What I think I will end up doing is that, here's the thing, I can't just like move over my saves. So like if I wanted to stream a small game on my laptop, I would have to start over. Like if I wanted to do Baldur's Gate or something like that, I would have to start over on this computer, on my laptop, because I'm sure I could technically move them over, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to mess with anything. So I'm sure I'll have stuff, if I do this, I will have stuff in mind. I think we will continue Soma, because we haven't finished Soma, but Soma's on my laptop, so I don't want to move it over to my main computer, so we'll probably do some Soma. But we probably will not do Baldur's Gate, and we probably also will not do Dragon Age until I am back. So probably not until like March. No, this is after I go back to college. Okay, so I go back 25th, somewhere around there. And so that's when the frequent streams will stop. And it won't be as regular, and it won't be big games either. All the big games will stay on my main computer, because honestly, while I could probably stream some of those games on my laptop, because my laptop is good, the thing is, I'm on college Wi-Fi, which is not necessarily the best. It's not the worst, but it's not the best either. So what will probably happen is that I'll do different and random things on my laptop whenever I stream on that. I'll probably bring back some of the podcast stuff that I started doing. I'll bring back RubyCast Live in more of a full type of thing. But I probably won't play stuff like Dragon Age, for example. My goal is that over the summer, I do want to stream more. And I want to be more efficient with my time. That's the thing. I want to be able to actually finish Dragon Age Origins. So I think in the summer especially, or just on breaks in general, Dragon Age will take priority. I'll basically shuffle between Dragon Age, Baldur's Gate, and games every now and then. But Dragon Age will take full priority. So it might be the only game that we stream. But that's only in the summer. Because Again, I already have Dragon Age on this computer. I don't want to move it to my laptop. And I'm not going to be able to stream it like on my laptop. So, we'll stream other games on my laptop when I'm at school. But over the summer, and like spring break, for example, Dragon Age. That's the game that we will play. Now, I did think about, because technically I said I would bring back Kingdom Come. I will not do a new playthrough of Kingdom Come until I am done with Dragon Age Origins. Dragon Age Origins is going to take a lot. I think that 2 in Inquisition is a little bit shorter, so it won't be as big of a thing. But my only goal for next year is to complete Dragon Age Origins. If I'm finished with Dragon Age Origins by the time next year rolls around, or the year ends, I'll be satisfied. But I do want to actually finish it. Because I do want to be, like, getting ready for when Dragon Age 4 inevitably comes out. And I don't necessarily want to be waiting around because I'm not finished with the game. So Dragon Age Origins will take priority when I can. So there might not be as many different games as I usually do. Now the question is, when does Mass Effect Remaster come out? When the Mass Effect Remaster does come out, I do want to stream Mass Effect again. I want to buy it, and I want to stream it again. But I also want to make sure that I finish Dragon Age Origins. So what will probably happen is that I'll simply stream the 2 simultaneously. Basically, what will happen is that I will basically alternate days. One day I'll play Dragon Age Origins, and the next day will be Mass Effect. But the question is, when Mass Effect will come out? It might not even come out this year. I don't know. I think it's supposed to. But who knows? You never know. So, honestly, it really depends on when the remaster stuff comes out. I would anticipate that it'll probably come out June if it's going to come out this year. So, if it does, then basically I'll just alternate between Dragon Age and Mass Effect. But then if that happens, those will be the only games that I stream. Because, again, I really want to finish Dragon Age, and if Mass Effect comes out, I will really want to play that. Every now and then, there will probably be like Cyberpunk sprinkled in, or like Baldur's Gate sprinkled in. But for the most part, Dragon Age will take full. It's my main priority. Not only because I literally just made the prediction that I'll finish Dragon Age Origins by next year, but also because I do want to actually finish it. I don't want to have it lingered on. I want to be able to move on to the next game. Now, I will not be doing 100% Dragon Age Origins. Like, I will not 100% it. What I would do is I will finish the main story, and then I'll move on. I can always come back later, but what I want to do is I want to plow through Dragon Age and get on with the next games, so that by the time, maybe by the time the Dragon Age 4 comes out, I can possibly play it day one. Possibly. Again, I don't even know when Baldur's Gate 4 is going to come out. I don't know how far along they are. I know that with Dragon Age Origins, I'm about maybe halfway through. I still have to do a lot. There's still a lot that needs to be done with Dragon Age Origins. But I think it can be doable if I take priority with Dragon Age Origins and stop pushing it back. Now, I suppose I could technically see possibly just... I don't know if I can just move it over. I suppose there is a chance that I could play it on my laptop if I were able to move over the save file. But I don't think I want to do that anyways. I don't think I want to play Dragon Age all year round. So I don't think I'm going to do that anyways, even if I could. I think what I'm going to do is that as soon as the summer begins, it's Dragon Age all day. Pretty much. We're just going to keep plowing through Dragon Age. Because if we take Dragon Age and we play 4 hours every day during the summer, we will probably finish Dragon Age Origins. And then I can move on to Dragon Age 2. And then eventually Dragon Age Inquisition. I definitely want to be able to move on. I don't want to still be playing Dragon Age Origins by the end of the year. Because I want to be able to move on quickly. Still absorbing the majority of the game. I mean, when I do these things, I'm going to prioritize the main quest. The main story. Because that's the most important. I can always go back and replay the games and have more information later. But in order for the story, I just need to know what happens in the story. So all I need to do is just play the main story. Whether I have the best first experience because of that, at the end of the day, I just want to be able to finish the story. And then I can always go back later. What I don't want to happen is that I'm stuck trying to 100% Dragon Age Origins all year round just because I can get a few more lore information or I can have a better setup for the next game. Because at the end of the day, what matters is that I understand the story and what happens and just am able to move forward with it. For Mass Effect. The first time I played Mass Effect, I didn't play the entire game. Serious. I didn't even play Mass Effect 1 first. I played Mass Effect 2 first. And I didn't do every single thing in Mass Effect 2 that I could possibly do. No, I played Mass Effect 2 over time periods and then also eventually played the entire trilogy. When it comes to something like Dragon Age, I think I should take it similarly, where I just get the story figured out and have the story done, so then later, down the line, I can possibly go back to it and maybe try to go more in depth with it, but I don't feel pressured to have to complete the story. Because right now, I think we're moving along pretty well with the storyline. I don't want to have to do every single thing in Dragon Age Origins before I go into Dragon Age 2. I just want to do what is necessary and then just move on so that I can be done with the trilogy in anticipation for Dragon Age 4. But then, if Dragon Age 4 takes 20 years to come out, I can then just go back to Dragon Age 1 and just do a more in-depth playthrough. But at least I will know the entire storyline, instead of having to wait longer. So that's my mentality. Okay, so going into this year, Dragon Age Origins will take full priority. And also 2 in Inquisition, if I even get there. But especially Dragon Age 1, I want to have it done by next year. I want to have it done by the end of next year. And I think it's doable. I think that as long as I'm not doing every single detail and every single sideline quest or premium thing, I think it's doable. I feel like we're getting through it. And I think that's good. And I think we can do it. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm hoping that, again, by the end of next year, we finish Dragon Age Origins and we're able to move on to Dragon Age 2. And again, it doesn't have to be every single detail. I just want to be able to know what the story is so that in anticipation of Dragon Age 4, I can do it. I don't have to wait any longer for Dragon Age 4. I can just get it day one and I'll be able to pop it right in, pour it over the saves and everything. And I will save the saves. If I do start over, I'll still save the saves so that I can just port over the first playthrough into Dragon Age 4 and we'll be all good. All good to go. That is the goal. And then if we can finish... See, I do want to play other games other than Dragon Age, though. And I think what will happen eventually is that if I feel comfortable that we're plowing along Dragon Age Origins and it feels like we're almost done and everything, I'll probably sprinkle in some Baldur's Gate, some Cyberpunk, some other stuff. You know, it's not just going to be Dragon Age, but it will take priority. Because again, I just want to finish it. But you guys get that. In terms of YouTube and all that, I know people on YouTube, a lot of people, you know, you guys really want me to react to more stuff. I don't think I'm going to do that. I do enjoy reactions, but the thing is, I don't have a whole lot of time. And a lot of times I already watch the videos like in bed. And if I do reaction videos, I have to wait until I have the opportunity to record and then watch it. And then I think the thing is, especially with DMCA stuff and copyright issues, it's just not worth it. You know, like, yes, I want to be able to share my opinions and share my thoughts and everything, but it's not worth jeopardizing, like, my entire channel. And it's also not worth constantly having to deal with just copyright issues in general. I already deal with enough on the gaming end. I think if I do any sort of reactions again, I think it'll be only for like YouTube videos, like other YouTube videos. Stuff that I'm sure won't get blocked. Now, here's the thing. A lot of the times I watch these YouTube videos on my off times, because I think what people forget is that it's so different just watching a video versus reacting to it. Because when you're reacting to something, you have to put on a show. You have to take the time, talk about it, react, dive into it. You can't just watch it and then post it, because people don't like that. And it also oftentimes raises the issues of, copyright stuff. Usually, that's no fun if I just look at the screen and just, it takes more time. It always takes more time to react to react to something than, it might just be like a 5-minute video. But, I am known for taking a 1-minute video and turning it into an hour-long video. But you know what? I think that's what makes it, quality. Because, it's not just my reaction. It's also my thoughts, my in-depth opinion about the subject. But the problem with doing that is it takes up a lot of time, clearly. It's not that it's hard. It's just that it's very time-consuming. And on top of what I already do with streaming, it's just not really doable. If I want to react to something, I have to save it and just remember that, okay, next time I have free time, I can watch it. And I can't watch it immediately, because otherwise then the reaction won't be authentic and it won't be real. So I have to wait to just watch this video that I really want to watch. And sometimes it can just be annoying, yes, I want to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on the video, but at the same time, I just want to watch it. So I don't anticipate going back to doing reaction videos anytime soon. I'm not saying they will never happen. I'm just saying maybe not right now. Maybe not while I'm like, still in college and everything. I don't have as much time as I used to in high school. You know, I'm adulting now. I have a job. I have, I have college. It's gonna take some time, and this thing is not. I don't think the lava lamp is. It's definitely warming up, but I don't know if it's gonna be active the way that you guys maybe want it to. It's kind of just in chunks right now, because I mean it needs time to actually bubble. So I don't think it's gonna be a real thing where you guys might think it will. Yeah, I don't know. Trying to think. But yeah, so the plan is that this year, I don't know what language to say, but this upcoming year, Dragon Age Origins will take full priority, and I just want to get it done. I'm not going to 100% it. I'm just going to do what is needed so that I can know the story and then move on. And then later, once I'm done with actually knowing what the story is, I'll go back and I'll replay it. There's probably going to be some stuff like Baldur's Gate and Cyberpunk that is sprinkled in between. But Dragon Age gets priority because Dragon Age is getting a new game. And yes, I know Baldur's Gate is also technically getting a new game. But I'm more Dragon Age takes the most time. Is going to take the most time. Because I'm already there's a whole trilogy. I need to finish Dragon Age before the fourth one comes out. I want to be able to play Dragon Age 4 day one without the risk of being spoiled. Otherwise. So, yeah, that's why Dragon Age gets priority. Baldur's Gate, nobody cares about Baldur's Gate. No, just kidding. It's not like I'm not going to play Dragon Age. It's just that, not going to play Baldur's Gate. It's just that Dragon Age is going to take priority over the summer. Now, when I go back to college, again, I'm going to have my laptop. I'm not going to have my main computer. I could technically start Baldur's Gate all over again on my laptop. But, the point is, I want to be able to finish Dragon Age before Dragon Age 4 comes out. And I don't even know when Dragon Age 4 is going to come out. So I just need... And also, I literally just made a prediction that I'm going to finish Dragon Age by the end of the year. So in order to do that, I do need to prioritize Dragon Age Origins. But you don't know that. I mean, they literally just dropped that trailer. So it does. You don't know that it's gonna be in 4 years. But I also want to be I just want to be able to be done with Dragon Age, so that I don't have to worry. So that when it's comes out, I'll be ready. I just want to know the story of Dragon Age. I'm not even gonna 100% these games. I'm just gonna get through the stuff. Oh no. See, when Mass Effect comes out, that will take priority. But for now, since Mass Effect isn't out, Dragon Age gets priority. When the day comes, when Mass Effect, the remaster, is released, I will play it. I will buy it and I will play it. I promise that. Although maybe not the same day, but I will play it that year. I will go through a whole playthrough of Mass Effect. Don't you worry. I'm not gonna beat Baldur's Gate next year. I am prioritizing Dragon Age because I want to get done with Dragon Age Origins at least. Okay, it doesn't mean that if I finish Dragon Age Origins, I'll tell you what. If I finish Dragon Age Origins, I will take a break from Dragon Age. I will play Baldur's Gate if and only if I finish Dragon Age Origins. If I finish Dragon Age Origins by the end of next year, I will then prioritize Baldur's Gate. Although, that would actually mean that we're not going to get Kingdom Come next year, if that's the case. I'm just warning you. I was thinking about going back to Kingdom Come, but if I'm gonna be occupied with Dragon Age and Baldur's Gate, I'm not gonna have time to play Kingdom Come. You know. Just want to let you know that. Just letting you know. It's gonna be a whole year without any Kingdom Come. Well, I don't even know if I'm going to like Baldur's Gate. That's the thing. See, I enjoy Dragon Age, but I might rage quit before I even get to Baldur's Gate 2. You never know. I probably won't, but like, it's possible. Baldur's Gate might be a phase, you know? It might just be a phase. Like, I might not like it, you know? Who knows? Okay, how many hours does it take to play Baldur's Gate? That's the question. Apparently 30 hours. And if I want to complete it, apparently 90 hours. I mean, people would also ask, how can I not like Final Fantasy? And the answer is, I don't like JRPGs. And when it comes to stuff like Baldur's Gate, I mean, retro is cool and all, but there's only so much retro I can take. I mean, right now, I'm enjoying it because I enjoy this, like, it reminds me of, like, Arena, when I would play that a long time ago. So it's like, you know, right now, it's cool. Next year, who knows? Maybe I'll get tired of it. See, that's why, you see, the thing is, I have this thing called attention deficit disorder. And it basically means that I have a short attention span. And I just, even if I, like, enjoy something, like, long hours of the same thing is not necessarily good. But what I can say is that just because Dragon Age Origins gets priority does not mean it will be the only game that I stream. Hell no. I will not do a constant stream of Dragon Age Origins. I can tell you that. But ADHD is different than attention deficit disorder. Because I don't have hyperactivity. Which means basically all the other symptoms is can be greater for someone with ADD. That is not the case with me. Well, it depends. Okay, when I'm dedicated to when an investment, yeah, okay, maybe, yeah. But when it comes to stuff, it really depends. It really depends. Now, I know what the symptoms say. I'm telling you what I experience, and that's what matters. No, it's not that it's challenging. I'm literally playing Dragon Age Origins and other games as well. The thing is, it's not about the challenge, it's about getting bored. It's not about the game itself, it's about the constant stream of games. It's constant stream of the game. Like, even if I really enjoy it, I still can't play it like 24/7. Like, I enjoy Skyrim a lot, but I can't play it 24/7. It's like there's some, like, I feel like the only game that I could honestly play for a constant non-stop is Mass Effect. The trilogy. I think that's the only series I could honestly play constantly without stopping and not be bored. Or not be at a point where I just need to, like, stop or do something else. I could be wrong. There could be other games. But for me, while I enjoy, like, Skyrim and stuff like that, Mass Effect is really the only game that I enjoy so much no matter what, that I don't have to worry about, like, the state of mind that I am in, or the mood that I'm in, or like there's something about Mass Effect that will always just be. Oh, it's 2021. I'm not talking about I'm not talking about just RPGs. I'm not an RPG fanatic, okay? I really am not. I do enjoy, like, I mostly enjoy RPGs, but that doesn't mean that's the only thing that I enjoy. And I think that's the thing. I think you are a RPG fanatic. I'm just someone that sometimes enjoys RPGs. So it's like, I don't, it depends, it really depends for me. I'm not saying that I hate Baldur's Gate. I actually am enjoying it right now. But the thing is, I don't know what I'm gonna feel. It's not that I don't enjoy it. It's just that I just want to be done with Dragon Age's story, so then I can go look at other playthroughs and everything, and not have to get spoiled. Baldur's Gate, I'm honestly not going to look for other people who play Dragon Age. Baldur's Gate, because to me, it doesn't matter as much. And honestly, I don't know anyone who actually makes videos of Baldur's Gate. I know people who make videos of Dragon Age. Yeah. What happened to the time when you really wanted me to play Dragon Age? What happened to that? It's like, now that I've bought Baldur's Gate, nothing else matters. I remember both of you campaigning that I get Dragon Age. And now, and now that I have it and I'm playing it, now you guys don't want me to play Dragon Age. To be fair, I never thought I would buy Baldur's Gate either, at least not until I was finished with Dragon Age. But then I did. And maybe that was a mistake. The only reason why I bought Baldur's Gate was so that you might be able to see me play it on Christmas. And then you never showed up on Christmas Day. That's the only reason why I bought Baldur's Gate. If you didn't show up, it didn't have the same effect. Look, I think what will end up happening is that I'll just play both. Dragon Age Origins might have a little bit more time, but you do understand that if I am playing Baldur's Gate and Dragon Age, right? That's gonna take so much time because like 3,000 hours in total for both. But the thing is, I won't have time for Kingdom Come Deliverance at all because I'll be too focused on completing Baldur's Gate and Dragon Age Origins. So I hope you understand that there's not going to be a Kingdom Come if I'm focused on Baldur's Gate and Dragon Age Origins. I just want to make that clear. If you're okay with those conditions, then I'll do it. But I don't want to hear any complaining about me not playing Kingdom Come if I'm focused on Baldur's Gate and Dragon Age Origins. I don't want to hear any complaining when I'm not playing Kingdom Come Origins. When I'm not playing Kingdom Come Deliverance. Because I'm too busy playing Dragon Age and Baldur's Gate. Playing Dragon Age Deliverance. Hello, Happy New Year. Happy 2021. Has anything bad happened yet? Oh god, I don't want to know. There's always something. Have you realized there's always something something bad that launches into 2020, into the next year? Like the year before this, it was like I think it was the Suicide Forest, right? With Logan Paul. Was that 2018 or 2019? I think it was 2018 going into 2019. And then 2019 to 2020, it was the Australian fires / COVID. And then now this year, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm scared. What's going to happen between 2020 to 2021? What's going to launch us this year? Oh, God. Watch, the bubonic plague is going to come back. It actually is already coming back, kind of. I mean, it's still around. It's just not the size of which it was before. Tomorrow, I still have to figure out what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Because mind you that I do have about 23 days until I go back to college, and I go, and again, when I have my laptop,
I'm not going to be playing games like Dragon Age or Baldur's Gate or anything like that, because I'm keeping those on my main computer, and I don't really want to mess with the save files. So when I'm playing on my laptop, I'll play other games like Soma. But in the meantime, from basically today to whenever I go back, I'll play different games. I think tomorrow I'm either gonna play Cyberpunk or I might play Cyberpunk. It's either gonna be Cyberpunk or Dragon Age. And then what is it? Saturday I do have work, but I'll probably stream like later. And I'll probably do Saturday I'll probably play Baldur's Gate. Probably. I don't know. Sunday I'm working really late. So I don't even know if I'm going to really stream on Sunday, to be honest. But Monday I'll probably do Cyberpunk. Tuesday, I'll probably do Dragon Age. Wednesday, I'll probably do Cyberpunk again. Thursday, I'll probably do Baldur's Gate. Friday, I'll probably do Cyberpunk again. I do want to get through Cyberpunk story. I don't even know how long Cyberpunk is. I'm just curious as to what point I'm going to get where I'm going to not be able to play Cyberpunk anymore. So far, so good. So far, we're okay. We are A-okay. But who knows? Maybe the next hour of the game, we'll figure out why everybody rage quit. Or everybody stopped playing the game. You did the thing? What the thing? What thing did you do? Oh, wow. You subscribed to me. And yeah, the subscribe star thing. Thank you. I wish you could, like, I understand why you can't, but I wish you could, like, hook it up to, like, Twitch and stuff and give you, like, perks. But you can't, because obviously that would kind of defeat the whole purpose of the sub button. But you know what? Whatever. I guess you're losing out on those amazing emotes in the sub badge. But I get to stream on stuff that's not Twitch at the same time. Which honestly I think has been a good decision, because there's a lot of people on YouTube that doesn't get to see me stream. But now I get to branch out and kind of work with them as well. It's the thing. It's not total exclusivity. It's just basically you can't stream at the same time, and then also you have to wait 24 hours before you move your Twitch content onto somewhere else like YouTube. So technically speaking, you're not allowed to post like Twitch highlights on the same day that you streamed it on. Like if you wanted to put your highlights onto YouTube, you actually technically have to wait 24 hours before doing that. I don't think anyone has ever had that enforced. I don't think they really care. But what they're trying to do is dissuade you from, I don't even know. I guess they're trying to get you to just watch it on Twitch, I guess. I don't even know. Now, technically speaking, I probably could restream as an affiliate, as a Twitch affiliate or something.
anyways, and I probably would not get in trouble, especially since I'm so low. However, the thing is, if I knowingly break TOS in the contract, I can not only face like disciplinary action on Twitch, but technically speaking, since I knowingly breached my contract, they could technically have the right to do other things as well. So you know what? I'm not gonna risk that. I have nothing to lose. Okay, I didn't really get that much from the Twitch affiliate thing, anyways. To be honest, the most that I lost is $11 from bits and ad revenue, but I was able to get the first 100. So you know what? I'm good. If I had waited, I would probably have lost way more money. So yeah, because you have to reach that $100 cap before you get paid. So I could have banked on maybe getting another 100, but the thing is, I don't want to do that. And it's like, if I wait longer, I'll probably lose more money if I want to like actually like do the thing and move or like restream. So, I mean, if Twitch didn't have the whole exclusivity thing, I would happily be a Twitch affiliate and then also stream on YouTube at the same time. But I also understand why they don't want to do that, because obviously they want to lock you into their platform. They don't want you giving, content to their rivals. Obviously. But I'm thinking, right now, I don't really want to be pinned to Twitch, especially with all the things that is happening on Twitch and the controversies that Twitch is getting into. Like, I don't want to be pinned to YouTube either. God, no. YouTube does not deserve that. But I figured, like, I might as well choose both at the same time if neither of them are going to be pleasant. I might as well do both at the same time. Because, like, why commit to one devil when you can do two at the same time? I don't even know if that makes sense. But it's like, what? Like, because if I commit to one, right, I'm just giving that one person, like that one company, an advantage, right? Because I'm giving them one more full dedicated consumer. But if I do both at the same time, I'm neither benefiting nor hurting the other. I don't know. And honestly, it's hard to do. Like, technically speaking, what I could have done is I could, technically speaking, like, alternate days. Like, one day I stream on Twitch, the next day I stream on YouTube. And that's what some people do. But honestly, I don't have time for that. I don't have time to... Like, I'm already dedicating myself to streaming a lot. I can't do Twitch one day and then YouTube another. I can't dedicate more time slots to stream on another platform. What I can do is adapt my content so that I can stream on both at the same time, so that I don't have to accommodate extra hours on top of the hours that I'm already doing on Twitch. Might as well just do it at the same time, right? Like, I might as well just, yeah. Those are also the days before Twitch became so corrupt that it bans people randomly without even telling them why. Or it inserts obscure terms of service so that they can just ban whoever they want. Now, I'm not saying the people that got banned didn't deserve it, but what I'm saying is that for me, if they're willing to ban the top dogs, I don't want to be in a position where I potentially get banned on Twitch and then that's it. I can't do anything. I don't have anything on YouTube or anything else. Like, I feel like putting all the eggs in one basket, especially when it's like It's going through all of this stuff. It's like, it's probably not a good idea. If I want to actually do this, probably not a good idea to just commit to one, especially when one is essentially randomly banning people, apparently. I don't know. I mean, anything could happen, right? You always got to anticipate the worst case scenario. It's just see, the problem is one, okay, I could never do that. I don't know how people do that. I could never do that. But also, I don't really have the assets that Twitch are looking for to pull that off. I'm not oblivious to my appearance and my what I have and what I don't have. I don't have the I don't have the assets that they're looking for. And I also don't wear makeup, so that's also like, and I will never wear makeup. I will not wear makeup just to stream. That's just stupid to me. Well, it's stupid to do something out of my comfort zone for stream and only for stream when I'm uncomfortable with doing it in my everyday life. That's just me. For other people, that might be something they want to do. Maybe they want to do that gimmick thing. But for me, I just can't do it. Like I have to think about what happens if I get famous for doing this one thing that I hate doing. I can't then just like change my mind and be like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. Because like once, like the thing is, like what I always think about is like, yes, I want to be famous, but do I want to be famous for doing something that I hate? Because that'll just mean that I have to keep doing it, and if I stop, I'll most likely lose that fame, because the thing that got me famous was the thing that I hated, you know? It's like, yeah, technically speaking, I could go steal a Ferrari and I could drive it down the highway and probably get some camera action and stuff, but do I really want to be known as the person who did Grand Theft Auto in real life? Not really. No, I don't think that's going to pay well. It's like, yeah, I could like do like a little like TikTok video of me stealing ice cream and like licking it. But at the end of the day, is that really what I want to be famous for? Because once you choose that path, there's no going back. Once you do it, you can't undo it. Everybody will know. Everybody know. No one ever forgets on the internet. Once you do one thing to get famous, people will never let it go. I mean, just look at Robert Pattinson, for example. He takes the one role where he's a sparkling vampire and nobody lets him go. Even when he does actually good movies in the future, it's like people will always remember him as Edward Cullen, the sparkling vampire. Even if he goes down the line and is actually a quality actor, they will always remember him for the role that he got famous for. Or like Rebecca Black, you know, people, no matter, even if she did like a smash hit platinum album, people would still only remember her for the one who did Friday. It's like, I mean, to be fair, she was 12 or whatever, and so she probably didn't realize that it would get that big. But at the same time, even the likely chance of that happening, like, I don't really want to be stuck as the person who did something and got famous for it when I don't and didn't want to do it in the first place. It's like, let's say, for example, you decide to take advantage of your assets and use it to get famous. And then let's say further along down the line, maybe you start out at 20, you do that. And then when you reach 30, you realize you don't want to be known for this. You don't want to do this. Like, you don't want all these people, like, looking at you like that. Guess what? It's too late. You're already known for that. And it's like, you can't undo that now. You can try, but you really can't. People will always remember that. And people do not forget anything at all. Like, you might think that they do, but they always remember. They will always remember the things that you do wrong more than the things that you do right. It's just the way the internet works. You do one thing wrong in your entire life, and people will hold it against you for your entire life. Even if you then do everything else, even if you're a saint the rest of your life, people will remember you for the one thing that you did bad. And, you know, that might be a negative take to take. But if you look at all of the examples and what people are known for and things that people have done, it's true. It's true. Like, no matter what you do, people will remember you for the things that you don't want them to remember for. It's just the way that things work. And, you know, I don't want to be that person that looks back on my days and sees, like, I really don't want to be famous for this. Because it's too late. It's already too late. It's like people are still, I mean, to be fair, he hasn't really helped his reputation. But people still remember Justin Bieber as the 12-year-old kid that sung Baby. And he's only gotten worse, but, you know, even if one day gets better and is actually like a good person and actually behaves, people won't remember that. People remember the days where he was a delinquent and peed in the janitor's mop bucket thing. That's what he will remember for. And it's like, people can change and people can grow, and I do believe that. And honestly, for me, I like to think that people can change and do better and be better as in general. You know? I feel like for me, when it comes to forgiveness, I would rather give it and learn that it wasn't true than to hold the same thing over someone's head for the rest of their life and regret it. Because I think at the end of the day, like, if I think about the things that I've done in my life, I would never want to be the person that is only thought about as the person who did those things. Like, I would hope that people would be able to see me in a different light than the moments that I regret. But if it's on the internet, it's not really a thing that happens. There are very rare instances when the internet truly forgives. And even then, they don't really forget. It's like they're waiting for the other shoe to drop. They're waiting for you to step a toe out of line and just nail you for everything that you've done in the past. Now, I'm not saying that the people who did certain things shouldn't be held like a long time ago, shouldn't be held accountable for what they did. But I'm also saying 1 year can change a whole lot about a person. I could think one thing, like, I know for me, I've already changed my mind on the things that I thought last year. I've changed a lot of my opinions from 2020 to 2021, especially because so much has changed, and there's a lot of things that I now appreciate more than I did before. No, I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about in general. It's like, I'm just talking about in general. Like, I know there are certain people that people like to witch hunt. And you know what? Maybe they don't deserve the second chance. Maybe they do. Now, for me, I always like to think about, if I can't forgive someone else for doing whatever they did, then I can't expect them to forgive me. And that's like where it comes down to. Like, for me, like, unless they like seriously like did something really bad, like, I don't know, murder a guy, for me it's like I can't be that person that says, "Oh, you know, I'll never forgive you," and then also turn and say, "Can you forgive me?" at the same time. It's like, I think about all the time the stuff, the drama, all the drama that I've gone through. And I think about, what would I do if they showed up again? And you know, there's that one time where Banana Dongle did technically show up again. And you know what? I could have instantly banned him and be like, you know what? I don't want to deal with this. But I didn't. Because I feel like in order to get closure and to get like, I feel like in order to seek closure, I also needed to offer the opportunity to actually get that closure, you know? And it's like, I always think about, you know, what if things went differently? You know? And it's like, I don't know. I mean, there are things that will always affect me, and I can't just forget about it. Unfortunately, I have a really good memory, especially when it comes to things that I don't want to remember. And I think about all those times with, you know, Tolly and Banana and other people as well. And, I mean, there's certainly times where people really pushed it. And, you know, it's hard for me to ever see a point where I can get to that point where I just let it go. Like, I imagine there's this one particular person where things ended really roughly. I mean, they called me words that I would never repeat on stream. And it was really petty. And I'm thinking, I'm always going to remember that. But if they suddenly like showed up, I don't know. I honestly don't know what I would do. I honestly don't know what I would do. I know what I would love to say. But usually what I love to say is not what I actually say. It reminds me, in elementary school, I knew these people, and, you know, I wasn't necessarily treated the best by these people. And people would constantly, like, these particular individuals would talk about me constantly. And it would be like it'd be kind of that scenario where they think I don't know, but I do.
And then, like, this went on for a while. But then at the end of the year 6th grade, last day of elementary school, we were just hanging out in the classroom. And, you know, people are emotional. You know, we're kids. And the girl that sort of put me through the ring through elementary school was crying, and she said, "I'm sorry for the way that I treated you." And that was all it took for me to forgive her. I was like, yeah, okay. And we both just cried. It's like, a lot of the times, the only thing that it takes for me to forgive a person is if they simply say, "I'm sorry." Those are really the only words that I ever really need to hear from anyone for me to forgive them. I'm sure there's certain scenarios where that might not be true. But a lot of the times, if someone just says that they're sorry, that they apologize, I'm okay. I can move on. And then I'm good. It's like, do I want to be friends with them? Do I want to be best friends with them? Maybe not. Who knows? I will never say that I won't ever be friends with some of the enemies or people that have put me through the ring or whatever. I will never say that, because you know what? There's probably some scenario where things go to shit and they say they're sorry and I forgive them. And maybe we'll be friends. Who knows? It's like, you never really know. It's like, yes, sometimes I can be stubborn. I can be really stubborn sometimes. And sometimes there's also sometimes where I'm just so pissed off that I can't get out of my head. But then once I step back, I'm like, okay, maybe this wasn't as bad as I thought. Yeah. I think, especially on the internet, I think people can tell when people are genuine with their apology, especially, and when they're not. Like, you can really tell when someone is, like, forcing an apology or saying they're sorry just because they lost subscribers or whatever, versus someone who genuinely believes that they screwed up and wants to change. I think Jenna Marbles is a perfect example of someone who fucked up and is clearly genuinely sorry for what she did. And I would also put right now PewDiePie under that same example. Because, I mean, over the years, I've seen him change. I'm not saying that he won't fuck up again. I'm just saying, from what I've seen, it seems that he's genuinely trying to change and trying to be a better person. And if anyone wants to do that, whether it's Jake Paul, Logan Paul, Ricegum, if they really want to be a different person and trying to be a better person, I say have at it. What is there to lose? That you no longer get to hate on Jake Paul because he's doing some dumb shit? Is that that's what you lose? But you gain someone that is actually tolerable to watch and is maybe a better person than they were before? I feel like sometimes people just love to have punching bags, and they love to have people that they can blame for their problems or they can say is worse than them. And when they get better, I feel like some people, they don't like that they get better.
Like they'll say, "Oh, we just want you to get better, and we want you to be a better person, and we want you to change." But then when they make an effort to do so, they're not really open for them to actually do that. And again, in some scenarios, it's hard. It's hard to look past the person that you know and maybe look at someone who has changed. But at the end of the day, if you have to blame someone for your problems, someone that you don't even know, someone who isn't even involved with your life, that's not their problem. That's your problem. Just because Logan Paul accidentally filmed a dead body in the suicide forest doesn't mean that you stealing a gun or whatever is suddenly forgiven. It's just, that's not how this works, right? You are responsible for your own actions, no matter what other people do. Like, that should never change. And if that does change, then maybe you need help. Because there should never be an instance where one person doing something bad actually influences you into doing something equally as bad. Or something like that. Maybe if you're a kid, I can understand that. And you're not really taught well, I can understand that. But overall, you should not have to find a scapegoat to blame for your problems. You should simply be able to get the help that you need. If you need help, go get help. But don't blame other people or try to focus on blaming other people or certain people for your shortcomings. Yeah, exactly. Nice. It's like I think most people who want to see Alinity banned right now and are still spamming, ban Alinity, get rid of Alinity, whatever. I think those people are probably people that have a lot of insecurities. Because I feel like, do I think that what she did deserved a ban? Sure. Do I think she deserves a ban now? Now that it's been a while. I mean, it's been so long. And it's I'm not so concerned about seeing her get banned now. Would I have wanted her to get some sort of punishment beforehand? Sure. But now I don't care. And I feel like those who still care about that are just they have to have some sort of insecurities or something. And it's not that serious. Okay, maybe if she murdered a person, yeah, then okay, yeah, maybe. But she didn't do that. And people also talk about the animal situation with her. As far as I'm aware, the people that investigated her said that there was no issues. Or at least no issues that they could tell. As far as I'm aware. I mean, that's what I heard. So, I mean, if that's the case, then what are they supposed to do? If she didn't actually do anything that warrants discipline, then what do you want? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I get it. I get what people have seen on the internet, and I get the people that want to see someone like Alinity get a fair punishment. But what I don't understand is the constant obsession of this has to be the final answer. This has to be the answer. We're not going to stop until this does happen. I just kind of think about, if this were a guy, would people be so obsessed about it? And I think about, I don't want to play the sex card or anything like that, But I'm just thinking, like, I mean, in certain scenarios, I mean, there's still definitely men that are held to that point. But even someone like Logan Paul, people haven't been that obsessed with it. So it is curious. It is curious. That people are still obsessed with this. Now, to be fair, it depends on, it certainly depends on what is being talked about. I mean, people were mostly talking about the animal abuse, which, I mean, is fair. I do think that if you genuinely abuse an animal, you should not be on the internet. Or maybe you should, because at least then we would know that you're doing it and be able to contact the correct authorities. I don't know. I definitely would not go out of my way to watch someone who would stoop to that level. I don't excuse it either. But when it comes to, like, little details, like, for example, sometimes there are certain animals where you have to show some level of alpha in order for them to understand that what they're doing is wrong. So you can't always play the nice owner. Like, it really depends. Like, obviously, you should never have to, like, punch a dog, or there are certain ways to deal with, like, a large animal, and then there's other ways where it's just completely unacceptable. But someone might see, like, an act of discipline that is correct as abuse because they don't want any sort of aggression or any sort of dominance, if that makes sense. So sometimes, I mean, with Eleni's case, yes, she should not have thrown her cat over her head. And she should not have basically fed the animal alcohol. That's not okay. But if it's truly just an well, honestly, I don't know if I can really excuse anything that she did. I'm trying to. Oh God. Let's say that in a scenario, not saying that she did this, but let's say there was, like, I don't know, the cat was walking in front of her, and she kind of, like, smacked it out of the way. Not aggressively, but she kind of, like, smacked it out of the way, and it kind of jumped off. And it's like, that to me wouldn't be abuse. Well, it depends. It depends. I don't know. I mean, there's not really any scenario of... It depends. I don't know. I definitely think that, I mean, obviously if you're going to have a pet, you should obviously treat it with love, no matter what. And you should never have an instance where, I mean, there are clear instances where yeah, I would agree with that. But there are some times where, like, big dogs, for example, there are certain times where you do need to show them that you're, like, the alpha. Not in a, like an aggressive way. That there are certain lines to take, but it might be seen as more aggressive than it is. Yeah, for cats, there really isn't really a scenario where you need to show them that you're alpha or anything like that. But there might be some instances where no, there really isn't. It really depends. Like dogs, with certain dogs you definitely have to like get them to understand who's in charge. Not in a way where it's like you're like physically like hitting them. But sometimes you do have to smack them on the snout. Like you have to like just like it's a way of showing that they do need to listen. Like there are certain scenarios, and obviously it's a case by case basis. Like obviously you can't just like smack them out of nowhere. You have to there's and obviously you also wouldn't do that to a puppy, for example. It's like it really depends. But some people might see that as an act of abuse, when really it's more of like an act of discipline. That, I mean, sometimes the internet does blow things out of proportion. No, you should never give any of your animals or pets alcohol. And if you do drink alcohol and then you want to go kiss them, at least like wipe your mouth or something to show that you don't actually want to like feed them alcohol. Because you know that if you go to kiss them or something like that, they're going to lick you. And if you have alcohol on your mouth, probably shouldn't yeah, I know she did that for attention. It was pretty clear. But let's say you're just drinking a wine or something. And you're like, oh, I want to give my pet some love. At the very least, wipe your mouth to make sure that even if there is like an excess amount of alcohol, that they're not going to just like lick it. Like if anything, it shows an effort of trying to avoid that scenario where the pet is consuming alcohol. Yeah, that's true. But sometimes, like, if you, like, lean down, they still lick your, like, mouth and stuff. I don't know, it depends. But, like, either way, if you're going to, like, try and, like, show them affection, at least, like, wipe your mouth. It depends. Sometimes my dogs really like affection. And they just lick me all over the place. But they won't, like, specifically target the mouth. But they'll just lick my face. And they might get some in my mouth. Yeah. I mean, the way that dogs kiss versus the way that cats kiss is very different. Like, dogs will just lick you all over the place, especially certain types of dogs. Well, with a cat, I mean, I don't know. Cats don't usually do that stuff. So, yeah, I mean, if it's a cat scenario, then obviously things are different.
Yeah. But there is never a scenario where you should be doing like this motion to an animal or even this motion to an animal. There's no animal where that is tolerable at all. There is no animal where that is sufficient or acceptable. Not a single animal. If you do that to like a bear or something, that's just gonna get you eaten. Anyways. Yeah, you really should never ever just throw an animal over your head. Because first of all, what comes up must come down, and it might come down onto your face. And you don't want even just like an 80-pound cat to just land on your head. And it's like and you definitely don't want to just like toss them back over your head. Yeah. It's like, yes, cats tend to land on their feet, but not when they're being launched up into the air backwards. That's not really how that works. Yeah. How did I even get to this conversation? Yeah. Yeah, I just think that I just know that, you know, people can change. People can grow. People can change their minds. And I think they should, you know, I think that there are certain lines where if you cross them, it's definitely, you should definitely not seek forgiveness or, I don't know, like, obviously, I think that if, like, Adolf Hitler said, I'm sorry at the end of the war, it's not going to change anything. Because I do think that there are certain lines that once you cross them, I can't really see myself in a scenario where I would forgive that. I'm not saying I would never do it. It depends on the scenario. But, I think that within reason, people should be forgiven. People should get a second chance. I think that yeah, there's always that scenario, and there's a lot of dating just in the public eye that is an act. Like the people that you idolize as couples might be entirely fake. They might actually be just for publicity. And that happens a lot of the times. It is not a one-time thing. People do it all the time because they know it'll get buzz. It'll get them, people talking, people working, people loving them, people giving them attention, people idolizing them. It happens all the time. There are some people that literally hate each other. And they'll date each other. Or at least pretend to date each other anyways. And I understand that, their lifestyles are vastly different than mine. I will never be able to understand that scenario. But I'm sure for them, there are scenarios where it's worth it or something. I don't know. As a person who's never really dated except sort of one time, it's like I'm not really in an authority position to determine
what it's like, you know? And I wouldn't really even call it dating, to be honest. I don't think it qualifies. Not right away. I would definitely, because for me, I don't need it right away. I would wait a little bit further. Like, if, for example, if they offered it now, I would wait because I feel like other people need it more than me. I am not a person who will if I get COVID, I probably won't die of it. Probably. So if it's a question of we have plenty in stock and we have enough for everyone, sure, I'll take it. Yeah, I'll get it. But if it's a scenario where it's like it's a limited supply and people who really need it, then no, I won't take it. I don't need it. I don't fear for my life in the sense that like I don't like I now to be fair, I am a college student. So in the scenario that I probably would be required to take it anyways, so then I would take it. But if it's a question of sort of a needs basis and I don't have to necessarily take it just because I'm in college, then I probably would wait until there's a regular supply of vaccines. Because I probably won't die. I probably won't die if I get COVID. I don't know. I've never had it, as far as I'm aware. But, if it comes to a situation like where for example, my job requires it, or my college requires it, obviously I'll take it. But if it's a scenario where they're only getting it to the people who really need it, I would wait. Because again, I am fairly certain I'm not gonna die. I mean, I don't have any respiratory issues or an age issue or heart issue. I mean, I have issues, just not those issues. If it's at a point where it's like, if it's at a point where I don't have to be worried about someone else needing it more than I do, yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it like I do with the flu. I think the flu shot. Now, yeah. For me, I mean, to be fair, I'm a college student. Most of the time they require it anyways. But for me, it's like, again, if it's a common, like if it's in common supply, I'll take it. Might as well. I don't want to be the person who brings polio back after it's been dead for 10 years. I don't want to go to that extreme. Now the flu shot, yeah. I mean, the flu shot, technically speaking, you can miss the flu shot and not have to worry about it. Yeah, that's fair. But I'm not a person who is in that field, and I don't really have a scenario where I'm gonna die from it, or I'm super susceptible to. I mean, if I think about the people that I live with, right? There's maybe 2 people that could, have a problem with COVID if it entered the house, and then there's 2 people that would probably have no issue with it. In myself. Now, I'm pretty sure they've said that the virus is not something that is a problem for pets. I know cats, they have this like they have sort of they already have COVID, technically speaking, or at least a different strand of it, I think. So like they kind of already have immunity towards it. I don't know about dogs. I don't remember what they said about dogs, to be honest. In that scenario, I would take it. I know cats. I'm pretty sure cats have like sort of already some sort of immunity to it. But I think overall pets aren't affected. I think that's what has been established. I could be wrong. But yeah, honestly, if they come out with the vaccine, I'll probably wait because I don't need it. I mean, it probably would be required since I'm in college. A lot of times the vaccines are required anyways, so then I'll take it without a problem. But it's sort of like immediately, I don't need to take it immediately. I can wait. I'll live. That stuff. See, I don't want to get like too political, but what I'll say is that I hope that we can resume a degree of normality. I really want to resist going back to the way that we were in the beginning of 2020. I don't think I can take another year of that. I was alright with it when it was supposed to be like a couple months, 3 months. Now I'm at a point where, we have vaccines coming, and it's in the works, right? We're not. It's not like it's like a theory. It's out there. So it's like get the people who need the vaccines. Slowly, like we should not. I don't think we should be at a point. Now, to be fair, something could happen. Maybe the virus mutates and then the vaccine is unusable. I doubt that will happen, but maybe it does. I mean, then, okay, maybe, but like, I am really hoping that we can just have, like, we can do social distancing. I have no issues with that. I just, I want to be able to go out to eat. I want to be able to go to the movie theater. I want there to be some sort of normality. I don't want there to be a total shutdown. I understand where some things have to be closed because you just can't like work around it. Like gyms, to be honest, I would love to be able to go to my university gym. But I understand why they can't necessarily do that. And I'm okay with that. I don't necessarily have to go to the gym. But I don't want to get locked back in like it's prison. That I don't really want. I think, the internet is a beautiful thing. You can do a lot with the internet. And I think we should use that as much as we can. So that we don't have to go in total lockdown again. I mean, obviously, if they require it, I'll just have to do it. And I'll just put up with it. And you know what? If that happens, and I get sent back home again, because I can't be on campus, then, I'll take advantage of it. Because I can then stream on my main computer, and then I can actually, play certain games that I wouldn't otherwise. And you know what? Maybe that would be beneficial. But at the same time, I think that I would much prefer like being able to go out to eat than to use the excuse that it's beneficial for my stream and sacrifice everything else for it. That I don't necessarily want to do. I don't. If I mean, I suppose like it wouldn't be like the worst thing ever if I can play like Dragon Age or Baldur's Gate like a little bit earlier than usual, like I did last year. But at the same time, I don't want that to be a reward. Like, I don't want that to be the only, like, good thing that comes out of another lockdown. Because there's so many cons. So many cons. That like, a second time around would not be as enjoyable as the first time around. Like, I want to be able to go out to eat without necessarily, like, I want to be able to go to, like, McDonald's and be able to sit down. Well, I don't normally do that anyways, so maybe not that particular thing. But, like, you know what I mean. I never sit down, if I get McDonald's, I never sit down and eat, but other things, I always take it out. If I'm getting McDonald's, I always take it out anyways. But, I just it's like in the summer, I probably will want to go to the pool. Maybe. I mean, usually I don't really like going. It depends. Yeah, Panera. I do like Panera. I love their the 2-for-1 mac and cheese and the bistro French onion soup. I almost always get that. I usually don't get anything else. Well, anything different in terms of like entree and like stuff. I usually go for the 2-for-1. I really like. I mean, it's not like the best French onion soup that I've ever had, but it's just the fact that I can go to like a fast food restaurant and get a French onion soup that just like I just like it. It's like, why not? And a quality French onion soup. It's not like it's just like piss water or something. I don't know. Panera's good. McDonald's, I tend to always get the same stuff too. I either get McNuggets or the Filet-O-Fish. Sometimes both at the same time, but it depends. If I'm like sharing with people, Domino's I usually get like once a year. It's usually during like football time. It's like my one excuse to have like pizza. I do like Domino's. Chipotle, I am obsessed with Chipotle. Oh, you're a dipper? Honestly, I do that too. With, especially gourmet burgers where I don't necessarily like. Because sometimes they give you that, like container of ketchup instead of, like, the bottle of ketchup. So I do that. I just dip it. I've started not necessarily. I mean, I don't hate ketchup, but I don't like it to the same degree that I did when I was a kid.
I don't know if it's just because they changed the recipe or something, or if it's just because I've like grown out of it or something. But a lot of times I'm now preferring like honey mustard or like barbecue sauce or like something else, especially with fries especially. Burgers I still tend to do like the ketchup and everything, but for like fries I tend to want something else to dip it in. I hate mustard. I still hate yellow mustard. That has never changed. But honey mustard I do enjoy sometimes. Or like the chipotle sauce is not really honey mustard, but it's like it's chipotle, not chipotle sauce. Chick-fil-A sauce. I don't like mustard. Honey mustard is really the only version of mustard that I actually like. I can't like okay, now that I've had to eat like pre-made sandwiches and everything that often have mustard, like now it's not too big of a deal. But if I'm like ordering like a custom sandwich, no mustard. I don't need mustard. I would never willingly add yellow mustard. Honey mustard I would, but yellow mustard no. Like if I eat it on a sandwich that's pre-made, I'm fine. As long as there's not like a whole like layer. That's just too much. But yeah, mustard. My dad likes mustard. I don't like mustard, generally speaking. Like, if, for example, there's always this big debate about whether I should put like ketchup or mustard on a corn dog or a hot dog. My dad always likes mustard. I could never do mustard. Not like that. Honey mustard maybe, but not just yellow mustard. Yellow mustard I can't do. I have tried the Heinz like combo ones. Like there's like the mayo chup and like other things where they combine the like two condiments. Those are kind of good depending on what it is. Some of them are really bad. Some of them I really enjoy. I'm just looking at the lava lamp. What time is it? 1:15. I probably should actually wrap up, to be honest. Yeah. It's a good year. So far, so good. I don't even know why I just randomly said that, but what I meant to say is that I'll be streaming today. Probably. What did I say was today? I said Dragon Age or Cyberpunk. I'm probably gonna do more Cyberpunk, to be honest. I wanna continue that. I wanna see if I get to a point where I absolutely cannot play it anymore, or if I just continue on. You can't watch it because of spoilers. I'll let you know if I have to quit. I'll do that. I'll let you know if I have to quit because the bugs are unbearable. And I'll also let you know if I change my mind. I think the PC port has been better, though. I think that's what people have said. Although, I've heard different things. I've heard different things from different people. So, I'll just assess my own version as it is. Yeah. You should play the game that I gifted you instead on stream. You stream that. What was it called? Greedfall. I think that's it. That's what it was. Oh, I completely forgot about it. I completely forgot about Greedfall. I think that one's gonna. I'm not gonna get back into that one anytime soon. It's
it was good where we left off, but like I have so many other games that I have to stream. I have to finish Dragon Age and apparently Baldur's Gate and Cyberpunk and then maybe Mass Effect again. Greedfall will have to be on a pause right now. Yeah. Luckily, so far, my PC has been able to handle things. I really don't want to have to get another. I think I'm good. I think I'm good for now. Yeah. I think that. I mean, I don't have to stream on the ultra highest graphics ever. So I think a lot of these like new gen games, especially, are going to be optimized anyways. Especially these early new gen games. Like I don't see them being impossible to stream on a 1080 and an i7. Like I don't see them doing that. That would be stupid, honestly, if they did that. Although, who knows? I think later down the generation, they'll probably like push it more. But I think now, since it's like a transition period, I think they'll be more forgiving. That's what I'm thinking anyways. And, who knows? By the time, we get to that point, maybe I'll get a better one. But right now, I'm okay. I went from... That's what changed this year. I went from no graphics card... Well, integrated graphics to a 1080. And also, I got more RAM. I forgot that changed this year. I think it was this year. Yeah, it was this year. I went from like integrated graphics to 1080 because I had to for that one game. I had to do it because I think what happened is that originally I thought that the pre-built PC came with a graphics card in the price, but because I went for the cheaper version, it came with integrated graphics. I didn't realize that you had to buy the more expensive one in order to get the graphics card. I mean, it makes sense, but like I didn't really think that through. So I ended up with no graphics card, so I had integrated graphics. I had a good CPU. Oh, what the heck? My lamp just turned on. And I had a good CPU but I didn't have a good graphics card, and that was why a lot of the games like I couldn't really stream that much, like actual good games. And now I have a 1080. So we upgraded a whole lot. And then I had to get the extra RAM for Kingdom Come, I think it was. Was it Kingdom Come that I had to get extra RAM for? I think it was Kingdom Come. I think that was like the first game where it's like, nope, I need more RAM. Yeah. Oh no, maybe it was for This Land Is My Land. Maybe that's the one that needed more graphics. I don't know. It was one of the two. Or more RAM, not graphics. Anyways, regardless. I don't know for sure. I mean, let's be honest. This year's probably gonna be a long one. I'll probably... I don't want to make any promises, but I'll probably play Kingdom Come again. I mean... I still want to do because we just finished the like completely pure good one, and now I just need to go ham and just do everything. But I don't know if it's gonna be this year or like more like next year. Look, anything can change in a month. Yeah, that's true. And now that I've completely finished Kingdom Come, there's no rush. It's like the same thing like which is why I want to finish Dragon Age. Like I just want to finish it so that I can know the story, so that I don't have to feel like rushed or anything. I don't know. I don't want to have to like procrastinate. And but I know myself. I know I'm not gonna stream just one game. That I could never do that. So I don't think you have anything to worry about there being Yeah, I know Dragon Age is probably years away, but at the same time, I also just I just want to be done with it, so that I don't have to. Because sometimes what happens is I put a game to the side, and then I just forget all about it, and then it's like I go back to it, and it's like, oh yeah, I had this thing that I was doing, but what exactly was the thing? Because I already took like a year off, like not a year off, but like a good amount of time off from Dragon Age, and then I came back to it, and I'm like, how do you play this game again? Like with something like Skyrim, like I don't have to ever worry about that because it's not like the combat system is that complicated, anyways. But something like Dragon Age, just like once you like get out of the groove, and even something like Kingdom Come, like once you get out of the groove, it's just like, how do I play this game again? It's like riding a bike. I I can't ride a bike. Well, it's not that I can't. It's just that it's been a long time since I've like rode a bike, and also I tore my ACL in between that, and it's like I can't get back into the same motion that I was before. I've tried. And also I never really properly learned how to ride a bike. I mean, I know how to ride a bike, but I don't know how to ride a bike in on the street. I never did that. So it's like I tried to bring one on campus, and I learned quickly that bad idea. Bad idea. I'm not saying that I can see. For me, when it comes to like biking, I have to like gradually get going. When you have to immediately go into the street, that's just stressful, especially after like 10 years of not biking at all. Well, not 10 years, but you know, a good chunk. Good chunk of time. Yeah. Especially when there's been like injuries in between, where it's like I've had like physical therapy and everything. It's like I can never like walk down the stairs the same way that I did before, because it's like it's not that I can't do it, it's just that my body's just like, don't do this, you're gonna break your ACL again. You know, it's like it's mostly like my brain just being like overly protective because I injured it one time, and then it's like I would never want to do it again. Which honestly, I don't blame the brain for that. I mean, it's what it's there for. It's like when you throw up and you eat something, it's like you can never eat that food again because like your brain associates it with something negative. And it's like, nope, we're not doing this. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why we ended up talking about that, but you know. Yeah, it's like you could eat. That's why they say like if you're pregnant, you should avoid the foods that you really love, because by the end of it, you're probably going to hate it. And it's also like they also say that if you like going to a place, like going to a certain place to eat, never get a job there. Never get a job at your favorite place to eat, because it will no longer be your favorite place to eat once you're done with it. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. Like, it doesn't matter what it is if you don't go to your favorite places and get a job there. Or something like that. Because then, like, yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for stopping by. Hope to see you guys in the future. Again, we'll be streaming today, later today, probably around like 7 p.m., something around that. But anyways, yeah, peace out, guys. It's been a blast.